that late night emptiness. It's not laziness nor weakness. It's your mind tapping your shoulder saying, I am drifting. Don't ignore those voices. It is a voice from deep within your soul. Most people treat that feeling like a problem to hide. I treat it like a message worth reading. I've watched people win on paper and still feel emptiness. And I've seen people struggle hard, but stay strong because they had a reason. Today, follow me to start with purpose. Not the perfect purpose, just the start of the real question of life. Here's something I want you to hear clearly. If you're rethinking your direction, it doesn't mean you failed. It means you're consciously aware of your life. Purpose isn't a one-time decision you make at 18 and never touch again. Life changes. You change. So it's normal to pause and ask, am I still living the life I actually want? That question is maturity, not a crisis. There's one question that shows up for almost everyone. When the noise stops, when the pretending stops, when everything goes quiet, at midnight, your inner soul awaken. It sounds like, what is this all for? Why am I here? Is this really my life? People think that question means something is wrong with them. No, that question is your inner compass waking up. It's not a brain bug. It's deeper than daily thoughts. It's the beginning of reorientation, redirection of life. Purpose creates meaning, and we need meanings in this life. Your brain can tolerate a lot only if it believes there's a reason. When you don't have meaning, everything feels heavier than it should. Work feels pointless. Relationships feel empty. Even rest doesn't recharge you. So when people say, I'm not motivated, many times what they really mean is, I don't have a reason that feels true. Now the hard truth. Nobody lives without a purpose. If you don't create one consciously, you'll still end up serving one. Maybe it's keeping your parents proud, keeping your boss happy, keeping your circle impressed, avoiding shame, avoiding fear. That becomes your purpose by default, which your parents, your environment, or your fear will create the purpose and assign it to you. And unconsciously you follow that purpose. And that's why people say, my life doesn't feel like mine, because they're living under borrowed instructions. If you're younger, you have a special kind of pressure. You're seeing thousands of lives you could live, and it makes choosing feel dangerous. Too many options doesn't always create freedom. It creates paralysis, because now you're scared to pick a path and later regret it. You keep watching other people live, while your own life stays on pause. Here's the fix. You don't find the right life by thinking harder. You find it by testing direction in the real world. A lot of people get lost because they think purpose equals one perfect career. Like there's one correct role, and if you miss it, your life is over. Purpose is bigger than a job. A job is a tool. Purpose is a direction. Your direction comes from values, what you care about, what you stand for, what kind of person you want to be. When life gets hard, you can switch jobs and keep the same direction. Let me simplify this for every age. If you're in your 20s, you don't need the full map. You need a first honest guess and a plan to test it. If you're in your 30s, you're not late. You're learning. You've collected proof of what doesn't fit. Use it. Pivot. If you're in your 40s, you have something powerful now. self-knowledge. Stop performing. Start aligning. If you're in your 50s, you stop chasing everything. You go deeper on fewer things that matter. If you're in your 60s and beyond, the scoreboard changes. It becomes less about achievement and more about impact and presence. Who did you lift? What did you build in people? Different ages, same core. You don't need certainty. You need a direction you can live with. Waiting for perfect clarity is a beautiful excuse, but it costs you years. You learn direction by moving, not by sitting still and trying to feel ready. Your life doesn't pause while you analyze it. Time keeps charging you rent. So the goal is not perfect purpose. The goal is better alignment. A real purpose doesn't imprison you. It simply helps you choose. It makes it easier to say no to distractions, easier to stop chasing approval, easier to spend your energy on the few things that actually matter. It's not a cage, it's a compass. Now one small action, not a motivational quote, a real tool. Tonight, when the night turns quiet, when your day feels done, I want you to write one page. Answer this question, honestly. If I keep living exactly like this for the next 10 years, what scares me most? Don't polish it. Don't perform. Just write. Be honest. Because fear reveals your values, and your values are the raw material of purpose. Start thinking about your life purpose. It doesn't matter how old you are, 20, 30, 40, 60. The question shows up for everyone. The difference is timing. The earlier you start thinking about it, the less time you waste chasing the wrong things, working for the wrong goals, walking in the wrong direction just because everyone else is. I've spent months collecting this topic. Books, influencers, research, reports, real lives, real mistakes. I turned all of it into a 230-plus page stack slide about life purpose inside Agent X.ID. Not motivation, not quotes, but how thinking turns into real action. This channel is simply that stack slide, turned into videos, one chapter, one video, step by step. If this question matters to you, watch the next chapter. I will help you turn that fear into a direction you can actually test in real life.